Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Darcy.
I'm Matt.
I'm Lefty.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Aunt Becky.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Uncle Ian.
I'm Grandpa.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everybody. It's so nice to see you on this chilly, sloppy morning. At the moment, we're finishing up our daily chores. I just got all of the chickens fed, I got the eggs collected, and Dad and Daniel have been working on the calves and the feeder cattle. It's been a little sloppy the past couple days, so we're gonna work on bedding up the cows really quick. Normally we would add a little extra bedding than we did just now. However, because we're going to be spreading manure really soon, we don't want to just completely pack it full of bedding because then we'd be pulling out that product that we just put in. We were just working on our bin. We have a little bit of a problem. While we were running the stir and the dryer, there was a bolt that connects the auger of the stir and that broke. And as the stir was going around, it broke and fell off its chains down into the corn. So originally what we did, we went up and we looked to see if we could figure out what the problem was. And well, we figured out the problem. So we got that all fixed. I didn't bring the camera up with me because I was already up there and we were working on it. So I would have liked to show you guys it, but sorry about that. Now the only problem is I have got corn everywhere. I think there's corn in my pants too. That's a good amount of corn to have in your boots, that's for sure. We think that just over time that bolt worked itself loose and it just popped right off, and that's why we had that problem. Dad is going to pick up a lock nut. He's gonna climb up there and put that bolt back in. It's just something that happens. If I could give you the best example of farming, that's it right there. You're on your way to do one job, and then you got to work on something else. Lauren's aunt and uncle are still up from Florida. They came up to see the baby. We're gonna bring Ian out with us because we're going to pick peppers. So I want to know, guys, who visits a farm and doesn't bring pants? I threw the pants to you for you to catch them. All right, guys, we are out in the pepper field. We're gonna get working on harvesting our bell peppers first. Now, at the time of recording, it is November 2nd, and we haven't had a frost or a freeze yet, which is like unheard of. As a matter of fact, from what I'm hearing, we've had the hottest October in Pennsylvania in the last 25 years. And when I really stop and think about it, it has been a really warm October. Normally, we would deal with frost about 3 weeks ago. So we've actually held on for quite some time. And that's where the real problem lies today, because our temperatures tonight are gonna drop down into the 20s. In a normal year, our weather will gradually decline and we will get hit with a few frosts before we get hit with a freeze. So when a frost comes through, it damages the leaves of the plant, and we're still able to pick for quite some time. So fortunately, we're not gonna experience a catastrophic loss because we've already harvested so much. So what we're gonna be starting with today is picking through our entirety of the bell peppers and trying to take everything we can. We are starting to find some nice peppers, and we've started talking about price. Now at our farm market, we're still charging 2 peppers for $1, 2 bell peppers for $1. Ian, what do you pay in Florida?
It's about just over $2 for just 2 bell peppers. So.
It's just amazing how when you go from area to area where supply and demand change, that the prices of everything change.
Right around $2.
Is that for green peppers or red peppers?
Red peppers are a lot more expensive. I mean, you just
red, and by the time they turn red,
I was looking at the red.
Now the pickings are much slimmer than they were earlier in the season, just because of how often that we harvested our peppers. But as you can see, while we're harvesting, there is still a lot of nice stuff here. This pepper's got a nose on it. Something amazing about these peppers is that they're still doing their best to produce vegetables. Now we can look right here, we can see some blossoms popping out. And we even got some little peppers starting on this plant. And this is where it starts to get difficult for pepper plants. Because if we lived in a warmer climate, these peppers would continue to grow. The only thing that's gonna stop them is the freeze. And you can just imagine how hard these plants are working to continue growing and to continue producing. And the only thing that's gonna stop them is cold weather. That's one of my favorite things about vegetable farming, is seeing how hard these plants work to continue producing. We just got finished with this side of the field over here. There wasn't too many peppers because this was our first planting. And because it's our first planting, as you guys know, we've really picked those peppers heavily. Oh, we have someone new joining us out in the field now.
What do you mean new?
Well, I meant this day. Someone new this day.
Andrew, I have actually already seen you twice so far.
Great, Joel's like one of those stalker people now. The girls just gave us a call. It is lunchtime, so we're gonna be heading back to the farm market. We're just gonna leave the tractor and the bins out here for now, and then after we're done eating, we'll come out and finish picking. For lunch today, we are having turkey sandwiches, and there's some wild rice soup. Now, this was the turkey we had on Sunday. You know, you gotta have leftovers. After we got done with lunch, we came down around back to check on the bin. The bin is running smoothly. Our stirrer is working again, so that makes us very happy. And we actually have enough room in there now to add our last wagon of corn. So to run this auger, we need a 540 PTO, which the 130 has in right now. So we've got the 130 hooked up to our auger. Now all we need is a wagon load of corn. It's only gonna take 2 people to unload that wagon. So Daniel and Joel are gonna stay here and unload. And the rest of us, we're gonna head out and start harvesting peppers again. Let's go, let's go. These vegetables aren't gonna pick themselves.
I know, I gotta put the tools away.
We'll pick him up. He's starting to get old. We don't want him to have to walk too far. We've gotta take care of Grandpa. He works too hard sometimes.
Let's go, I'm tired of waiting.
It's good to be back out in the fields. I think it's starting to get colder already. No. Now we've basically already gone through and picked the right side of this path. Now we need to work on the left side. Almost lost a pepper. Almost went flying out of my hands. It's amazing that our whole year of harvest has come down to one last thorough picking of the peppers, because after today they're going to be worthless. We're not going to be able to pick anymore. However, it's just weird to think about that. I don't know, what do you guys think?
I'm ready to be done picking peppers.
Dad was just saying earlier, you know, 3 weeks ago we were supposed to be done picking peppers. He's happy that we're still able to get produce, but he is starting to get a little tired in his old age, you know. That one's too small. A little on the small side. This one's good. Getting a lot of color here. That's really, really nice. We are finding some larger bell peppers. We are picking some of the smaller ones too. We just don't want to leave them behind. Someone will eat it, but we're finding a lot of nice color here. Look at this one. That's pretty neat. Did you guys get all of that corn unloaded?
Yeah, we did. We got it fit.
Could you fit another load of corn into the bin?
Should we? No. Could we? Oh yeah, we could put a lot more in there.
I lost my basket again. I'm excited for 3 reasons. 3 reasons, Andrew. Reason number 1, we have a full bin. Reason number 2, we're picking the last peppers of the season. Reason number 3, winter's coming.
Joel has got his priorities in order. First, it's pepper. What is in that green tea? First, it's pepper harvest. Second, it's being done with peppers. And third, Joel loves his winter. So now we are done with the bell peppers. Now we're moving on to the Italianelles. Now this makes me pretty happy. We went through the whole field to get these peppers. It was a little close. I'm happy we were able to fill a bin. And the only thing we left behind would be peppers that were too small or peppers that were rotten. And it's kind of crazy that these are the last bell peppers of the year. But that's why we love farming. There's always a new job to move on to. And we're moving on to picking Italianelles. Now we have plenty of Italianelles here. The only thing we're gonna have to look out for is Phytophthora in the red peppers. However, there is a lot of red and a lot of green here, so we should be able to fill a bin, no problem. There's a lot of Phytophthora here, but fortunately for us, we're also finding a lot of other good peppers.
Oh, that's me. Guys, I dumped like 6 from earlier today.
Andrew, Daniel, why are you so good?
You know, I don't like to brag, but I just have a lot of downtime.
Look at these peppers. Those are beautiful.
Andrew, that one's done.
What? Oh,
That one is absolutely nasty.
yeah, it has
Come on, let me
Phytophthora.
try that quick.
I'll,
Look at these
I'll show you what happens when you harvest a pepper that's bad.
Jiu-jitsu.
Nice peppers. We just finished off our bin of Italianelles. Now we do have some Cubanelles in here as well. They're the lighter peppers over there. We've got some really nice red and green color, the same with the bell peppers. Now that makes us very happy. And what's nice is taking these out of the field will allow us to keep them in our cooler for up to 3 weeks. Which off the top of your head, you know, that doesn't sound like a really long time, but for vegetables, that's really good. The boys moved over to the eggplant and they got a few eggplant harvested. There's not too much eggplant there. We've been picking the eggplant pretty heavily for the past couple weeks. And it's just some smaller eggplant that have finally got large enough. And just like that, we are done harvesting peppers for the rest of the year. Woo! Woo-hoo!
I gotta go feed horses, guys. I'll see yous.
Now, just because we are done with peppers does not mean we're done picking for the day. We need to go and get some green beans. Now, our green beans are basically done for the year. We just have a few more rows that we can harvest yet. So we're gonna go and harvest the green beans before it freezes. We're back with this beautiful machine. I think this might be my favorite machine on the farm. This whole field was a couple plantings of beans actually, and we've moved along the whole length of the field to this little corner over here. This is the last spot of beans that we have on the farm. Let's give them a look, see how they taste. Ooh, and here, pull a couple off. Really nice beans. Let's see. Really sweet. They're cold, wow. We're temporarily halted here. We've got a rock in the machine, and it's all the way down.
I can't tell what I'm doing now.
There.
Yeah, here,
Yeah, it's not easy to get out.
got it. We went through with the harvester one more time and we got a few more beans,
We got yellow, flat green beans. We've got eggplant on this wagon, and we've got our Italianelles, Cubanelles, and our bell peppers. If you don't take into account the leaves changing and the weather, I wouldn't think by the look of this wagon that it is fall, but it is. That is really good for the last wagon of the year. I'm just blown away by those peppers. They look so good. Well, I don't know about you guys, but that looks pretty good to me. One of the local dairies just delivered a whole bunch of raw milk for us, so we were putting that in the cooler, and we just closed everything up for the night. Now we're gonna head up to the house and see what we're having for dinner. You can really feel the temperature starting to dip out here. It's gonna be cold tonight, and it's already getting started. I don't even need Grammy to tell me what we're having. We've got turkey. That was turkey from Sunday. We're still having leftovers. We're having hot open-faced turkey sandwiches with mashed potatoes and green beans. Looking good. Well, hello. How was your work day today? How was your work day?
Not good.
I had no help out in the fields except for all the boys, and I needed your help today. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna sit down and eat. Everything is on the table. So that means this is where we're gonna end the video tonight. We wanna thank everyone for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I got your belly. Woo, 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 woo. I got your